So this is the Murli of the 29th of October, 1987. And the title of the Murli is The Powers of the Body, Mind, Wealth, and Relationships. Today, the Almighty Authority Father is looking at his powerful children. Today, the Almighty Authority Father is looking at his powerful children. Each Brahmin soul has become powerful, but number-wise. All the powers are the inheritance from the Father and the blessing from the bestower of blessings. All the powers are the inheritance from the Father and the blessing from the bestower of blessings. Through the double relationship of the Father and the bestower of blessings, each child has this elevated attainment at birth. So double attainment because of the double relationship of the Father and the bestower of blessings. So as a Father, he gives us love, power, and also as the bestower of blessings, he gives us blessings. So at birth, the Father gives you a right to all powers. That is, he gives you your birthright. Along with that, as the bestower of blessings, he makes you a master almighty authority as soon as you take birth and gives you the blessing, may you have all powers. All the children receive this double right equally from the one, but your power to imbibe it makes it number wise. So we are all receiving the same amount of blessings and power from Baba, but yet, depending on our power to imbibe it, it becomes number wise. The Father makes all the children constantly full of all powers, but children become powerful according to their capacity. Generally, whether in worldly life or in spiritual life, powers are the basis of success. The more powerful a person is, the more successful that person is as well. The more powers you have, the more successful you are. The main powers are of the body, mind, wealth, and relationships. This is how people in the world also gauge their ability to do things, their power, and therefore the success that they can achieve. But Baba is going to give us a different message today as compared to what the worldly people think. So, same body, mind, wealth, and relationships are the main powers, but how to use these in the right way. So, all four are essential. Even if one power out of these four is missing, there is not constant and total success in life. Yeah, either there'll be partial success, or even if we get full success, it will be for a temporary period of time. Yeah, so both aspects are needed, constant and also total. In spiritual life, too, all four powers are essential. In this spiritual life, the good health of both souls and matter is essential. When the soul is healthy, then through your own stage, the accounts of your body or illness of your body become like a thorn from a crucifix, and you experience yourself to be healthy. See what Baba is saying? When the soul is healthy, then through your own stage, the accounts of your body or illness of your body become like a thorn from a crucifix, and you experience yourself to be healthy. I can give you an example of how some people are so lucky that although they may get sick, they get sick at the right time. I've given many examples in the past, but one recent example of someone who had come to visit a family member in the hospital was actually, accompanying this person for the surgery that that person was going to undergo in a short while. So we were all there, and suddenly this person has a heart attack and falls down to the ground. And we were all there. So we quickly were able to resuscitate the patient, revive the patient, take him to the cath lab, and the stents were placed, and he was all right. You see, so heart attack, if it had happened somewhere, let's say the person is in the jungle going on a hike or up in the mountain, and then he has a heart attack, then think of it. By the time any medical personnel will reach that person, he or she would die. Here, this happened right in front of us. So we could fix that person right away without much damage to the heart. Yeah. So what Baba teaches us is that if we are in Baba's remembrance, even the biggest crucifix will become a tiny thorn. Yeah. Although we might get sick, it's not that we'll never get sick, but we'll get sick at the right time, in the right way. And even that sickness will not create misery, suffering. Uh, we will be able to go through that illness in a very smooth way. So there are no signs of illness or suffering on your face. You don't even speak about your illness, and instead of speaking about the suffering of karma, you speak of the stage of karma yoga. Because speaking about the illness would cause the illness to increase. See, you don't even speak about your illness. And instead of speaking about the suffering of karma, you speak about the stage of karma yoga. Because speaking about the illness would cause the illness to increase. You know, if we are sharing our illness, our problem with our seniors, our instruments, that's okay. But I always tell this subtle thing to many souls that many times we have this habit of sharing our bodily ailments to other people, say relatives, not, I mean, immediate family members should know what problems you're going through, but then uncles and aunts and cousins and what have you, the, the only thing it does is it increases the illness. And see, Baba, today, I'm so glad that it has come in the Murli. When you speak about your illness, and I'm adding this, especially to those worldly people who are not Baba's children, then what happens? It causes the illness to, it causes the illness to, who will answer?
Increase.
Worsen.
Worsen, increase, right? So such a soul, so Baba is saying one who has become a karma yogi, that the accounts of the body don't affect the soul. For such a soul, Baba is saying, will never experience the suffering of the illness, nor will he spread a wave of sorrow by speaking of his suffering. Instead, with the power of transformation, he will transform any suffering into contentment. Instead, with the power of transformation, he'll transform any suffering into contentment. You see, so again, I'm repeating myself a little bit here, that it is really okay. In fact, I would say it is important to share your medical problems or whatever is happening in your life, family things, with your instruments. That way they can guide you, they can send you sakash. But telling other people in the world, it is never the smartest thing, because their energy is very different and they are not able to help really, and it only worsens things. So Baba is saying that is, he will become a master almighty authority, and with the blessing of powers, use the power to tolerate or the power to accommodate according to the time. So Baba is saying that instead, with the power of transformation, he will transform any suffering into contentment. He will remain content and bring about a wave of contentment in others. That is, he will become a master almighty authority, and with the blessings of powers, use the power to tolerate or the power to accommodate according to the time. When you use the blessing or the inheritance of powers that you receive from the Almighty Authority Father at a time of need, these blessings or good wishes work like medicine for you. When you use the blessing or the inheritance of powers that you receive from the Almighty Authority Father at a time of need, these blessings or good wishes work like medicine for you, because all these powers can cooperate with you in whatever form you need, according to the situation, the time, and the way you want to use them. You can imbibe these powers or blessings from God in whatever way you want. 1 minute in the form of coolness, 1 minute in the form of burning. Now, burning, not that physical pain or not even mental, emotional pain of burning. It is the burning of the sanskaras, burning of the karmic accounts. They can make you experience the coolness of water and also experience burning in a fire. They can work like medicine and also like nourishing food to make you powerful. Yeah, food as medicine or medicine as food. So just become an authority to use these powers at the right time. Again, Baba has already given us the powers. We just have to use these powers in our favor. All of these powers are servers of you, Master Almighty authorities. Whenever you order any one of them, it will say, "Yes, my Lord," and cooperate with you. However, those who take service from them also have to be just as clever. So you can constantly experience the power of the body on the basis of soul power. That is, you can experience being constantly healthy. Yeah. You all are able to do this to some extent, at least, right? I know many souls who are able to show up to the center. They're able to show up for service despite whatever physical ailments that are going on. They're able to change their own physiology. Yeah, I see that amongst you all. I've seen so many of you are able to do that. And I'm sure you'll be able to experiment with these things more as time comes along or goes along. And then you'll be even more successful with that. Yeah, changing your own physiology, biochemistry, your pathology, your endocrinology, your neurology, your immunology, everything you can change. Your whole body structure can change just by the way you think. Your positivity can do wonders for you. So, this Alokik Brahmin life is a constantly healthy life. You have received the blessing of may you be constantly healthy from the bestower of blessings. Babdada sees that some children are not able to use or take benefit from the blessings they have received at the time of need. Or it can be said that they are unable to take service from these powers. They're servers. Yeah, so if you have 10 servants, but you don't know how to organize your work amongst these servants, you're not able to delegate your responsibilities or whatever work needs to be done, then what's the point? You will be giving them the salary and they'll be just sitting around. So you have to learn the art of getting work done through your servants. So here, these powers are also our servers, our servants. We need to be able to practice and learn and become masters of these powers, masters of the art of taking service from these powers in an unlimited way and with an unlimited intellect. The stage of being a master almighty authority is not a small thing. It is an elevated stage, and it is also a supreme title direct from the Supreme Soul. How much intoxication do you have of this title? Master Sarv Shaktivan, Master Almighty Authority. The title makes so many tasks successful. So this is a title from God. It is filled with so much of happiness and power. If you remain seated on the seat of the stage of this title, you will experience all of these powers to be always ready to serve you. If we are seated on the seat of the seat, if we are seated on the seat of the stage of this title, you will experience all of these powers to be always ready to serve you. They will be awaiting your orders. So use the blessing and the inheritance. If you don't remain stable in the self respect of a master almighty authority, then instead of keeping your powers under your orders, you would constantly keep asking the Father to give you a particular power or to carry out a task for you, for this to happen or that to happen. Mhm. Baba, give me this power. Baba, can you fix this problem for me? Baba, can you make this happen? So, therefore, those who make requests can never remain constantly happy. One thing will be accomplished and another will then begin. So, become a master, be yogyukt, and take service wisely from your servers, and you will automatically experience being constantly healthy. Become a master, be yogyukt, and take service wisely from your servers, and you'll automatically experience being constantly healthy. This is called the attainment of the power of the body. In the same way, there is the power of the mind. That is the power of elevated thought. Every thought of a master almighty authority has so much power that he can do whatever he wants. Yeah, now the power of the mind. Power of the body for healthy body. Now power of the mind, so that we can have a healthy mind. So in the same way, there is the power of the mind, that is the power of elevated thought. Every thought of a master almighty authority has so much power that he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, and also make it happen, because his thoughts are always pure, elevated, and benevolent. So you understand what Baba is saying? A person who has harnessed or has been able to harness the power of elevated thought will be able to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. You see what Baba has very nicely explained here. I'm going to repeat this. Yeah, so Baba is saying that every thought of a master almighty authority has so much power that he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, because his thoughts are always pure, elevated, and benevolent. So, only when our thoughts are pure, elevated, and benevolent, those thoughts are going to manifest in our lives. Yes, if I want crazy things, I want to become the king of Raleigh. No, it won't work. That's not pure, elevated, or benevolent thought. Or if I want, oh, my neighbor has bought a very nice television, I should also take it. Maybe I'll go into his house and steal it. Yeah, then that's not going to happen, because that's not pure, elevated, or benevolent thought. Got it? As long as it is pure, elevated, and benevolent, that thought has to manifest into the right results for us. So you have to check again and again how pure my thoughts are, how elevated they are, how benevolent they are. Yeah. If I'm thinking of serving the whole of mankind, and if let's say hypothetically that thing is going to help us in the service, is going to do something good for the world around us, then yeah, sure, we can hold that thought. I was looking at this picture of this huge training center, retreat center that has been created in Lucknow, where the President of India herself came to for the inauguration. Modi ji came to Raipur. Yeah, Raipur is also a wonderful place where lots of service has happened over years. So Modi ji went to Raipur. Murmurji went to Lucknow. Huge buildings, beautiful buildings have been created. Yeah, if we are doing things for serving others, then it will happen. Otherwise, it won't. So where there are elevated thoughts of benevolence, they will definitely be successful. And because you are a master almighty authority, your mind can never deceive its master. It cannot make you experience sorrow. The mind remains concentrated, that is, it remains stable in one place, it does not wander. You are then able to stabilize your mind wherever you want, whenever you want. The mind can then never be unhappy because it becomes your server, your servant. So, this is the power of the mind which you have attained in your alokik life as an inheritance and as a blessing. See, a wandering mind can create a lot of pain. The mind, when it is not stable, when it is running here and there, there's anxiety, right? There's fear. Many times, a runaway mind cannot allow you to sleep in the night. All night, you'll be tossing and turning in your bed. So, that's very painful. If you are able to stabilize your mind, then you feel happy. Yeah, a stable mind gives you happiness, and an unstable mind gives you sorrow. Yeah, so now let's go to the next one. In the same way, the third is the power of wealth. That is the power of the wealth of knowledge. Now, here, see, very important. The wealth of knowledge automatically enables you to attain physical wealth. The wealth of knowledge automatically enables you to attain physical wealth. People in the world run after physical wealth. I want to earn that money. I want to earn that money. If you soak yourself in Baba's knowledge, you will not have to run after money. Money will run after you. Do you understand? So Baba is saying where there is the wealth of knowledge, nature automatically becomes a servant. Physical wealth is for physical facilities. With the wealth of knowledge, you automatically attain all physical facilities. This is why the wealth of knowledge is the king of all wealth. Where the king is, all the physical materials are automatically attained. You don't need to make effort. Yeah, so many people go the whole day to work from morning to evening, 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week, even have to go on weekends. Yeah, it's not easy. But this simple switch, if you can make, this is so deep. You just come to Murli class every day. Money will run after you. Think about it. If you have to make effort to attain any physical things, it means there is a lack of the wealth of knowledge. If you make effort to attain any physical things, it means there is the lack of the wealth of knowledge. In fact, the wealth of knowledge makes you into a millionaire, multi-millionaire. Doing everything in God's name automatically brings you success in everything you do. Those who have God's wealth become those who do everything for God. Those who have God's wealth become those who do everything for God. They don't even need to have a thought. All necessities automatically continue to be supplied. That's why you see here when we make Baba's Bhog, we make it with so much of generosity, yeah, so that everybody can enjoy. There are so many souls who are bringing Baba's Bhog left and right. One phone call, and I've seen here in Baba's space in RTP, people will drop everything and run and get it. Yeah, I or Kanishta will ask for two things. They'll bring four things. Yeah, I'll ask for a small packet. They'll bring big packets. So that's why I was thinking, why make less? Make so much that everybody can enjoy, not just them, but their family members can enjoy as well. And so they don't even need to have a thought. All necessities automatically continue to be supplied. They have so much power of wealth that this wealth of knowledge makes them into the kings of kings for many births. So you also easily attain the power of wealth. In the same way, there is the power of relationships. There is the pure desire for the attainment of the power of relationships because there's the attainment of love and cooperation. Again, this is something that people run after. They think that if I have more friends, more relatives, then they will come and help me in the time of need. But truly, if you break this down now, people don't come and help. People are not able to help. Even if they are good people, they have their own challenges to take care of. Nobody is able to help anyone. But when you make Baba as the center of your life, all relationships with Baba, then Baba will send somebody. Even it could be a random person off the streets, Baba will send. So there is the pure desire for the attainment of the power of relationships because through relationships, there is the attainment of love and cooperation. In this alokik life, you attain the power of relationships in a double way. Do you know how you attain the power of relationships in a double way? One is to have all relationships with the Father, and the second is the relationships with the Divine Family. So it is a double relationship with the Father and with one another. So through relationships, you constantly continue to attain altruistic love, imperishable love, and imperishable cooperation. So you also have the power of relationships. In any case, why does a father want children and why do children want a father? For cooperation, so that you receive cooperation at a time of need. So in this alokik father, you have the attainment of all four powers. Yes. So with Baba right next to you, you're holding Baba's hand, you have created all relationships with Baba, then Baba will always be there to help you. Yeah, he'll help each one of us. Again, number wise, yeah, according to how much we have made him as our everything. Yeah, so Baba is saying, what would your stage be at every moment when you have attained all four types of power? Always a master almighty authority. Do you always remain stable while seated in this stage? It is this stage that, in other words, is referred to be as a king of the self or a Raj Yogi. The treasure store of a king is constantly full. See what Baba is doing. He's helping us create an abundance mindset. Go from scarcity mindset to abundance mindset. He's reminding us Raja Yogi, king. So the treasure store of a king is constantly full. So Raj Yogi means one whose treasure store of all powers is constantly full. Do you understand? This is called the alokik life of an elevated Brahmin. So always be a master and use all the powers instead of being according to capacity, yatha shakti. Sometimes we say that, right? That I can help yatha shakti according to my capacity. My capacity is to do this much. But do we really know what our capacity is? If we spend time with ourselves, if we go deep within ourselves to examine ourselves, then we will know that we have infinite capacity, unlimited potential. There's nothing we cannot do because we have Baba with us. So instead of being according to capacity, be constantly powerful. Don't be one of those who make requests. Baba, please, can you help me with this? Baba, please, can you give me some power? No. But one who remains constantly happy. Acha. Then the salutations to the elevated souls everywhere who have a right to the full inheritance, to all elevated souls everywhere who have a right to the full inheritance and blessings, to all the elevated Master Almighty Authority souls, to all the contented souls who constantly spread waves of contentment. Yeah, only when there is contentment within us can we spread waves of contentment around us. No? If we are not content, then we will complain. We'll create sorrow for others too. To the great souls who always attain success in all their interactions by acting in God's name, Bapdada's love and remembrance, filled with power, and namaste. Lot of people say, when I have this, then I'll do this, which will help me become this. If my body is healthy, then I will do Baba's service. If I have time, then I'll do Baba's service or listen to Murli or meditate. If I have wealth, then I'll contribute to the Yakya. But it is the other way around, do you know that? Because this actually is scarcity mindset. When I have this, then I will do this, and then I'll become this. And people in the world are also talking about this, how millionaires become millionaires. So you see, they're saying that some people will say, oh, I have just $100 in my wallet. How can I start a business? But those people, they don't look at that $100 as $100. They see it as $1 million, and they invest it wisely. They do what needs to be done, and then they really become millionaires. So, what we have to do is to hold this thought that I have everything. I'm rich, I'm healthy, I have good relationships, everybody is cooperative to me or with me. I have a great mind, a creative mind, and I can use all of these treasures for Baba, and then see how beautifully your life will evolve. So, you see, it has to be the other way around, that you have to visualize what you're going to become as if you have already become that. Then you start doing those things that would be aligned to what you are becoming. Then you automatically get what you want. You understand? You have to flip it. Yeah. This is the abundance mindset. What it is that you see, we say, if I have this, then I'll do this, and then I'll become this. If I have money, then I'll give it to Baba, and then I'll get all the happiness I want. Instead, you see yourself as that final end product. You start doing the actions which are aligned to what you're becoming. So you already start giving to Baba, for example. Then what will happen? The universe will get fooled. It will think that you are very rich. So it will start filling your bank account with money. You see, the universe responds not to our wants, it responds to our frequency. So if your frequency is of, I have more than enough, I'm abundant, I'm overflowing, the universe then really fills your coffers and makes them overflowing. Yeah. Or on the other hand, you say, when I'm healthy, when my body is well, then I'll go to the center and then I'll become a good student. No, I'm already a good student who is always serving. So then you start going to the center, even if you're not well. Even if you have fever, you go to the center and then see. It will be as if the universe will again get fooled in this way that, oh, maybe this person is really healthy. He's not sick. So the universe will fill your coffers with good health. You understand? It has taken me a long time to understand these things. Yeah. For quite a while in my life, I used to complain about things. So then I realized complaining is scarcity mindset. If I complain that I don't have this, I don't have that, then the universe will take away even what I have, because it's going to deliver that scarcity to me. Instead, if I hold the abundance mindset, I have everything, then automatically the universe will bring everything to me. Hope Shanti. I have a great body that's healthy, that I can use for Baba's service. I have a great mind that can come up with wonderful ideas, can be very creative, and also be very stable so that I can create peace for myself and for others around me. I have great relationships. All of them come to cooperate at the time of need with Baba's family, with the world. And I also have more than enough wealth. I'm abundant. Everything beautiful is happening to me and will continue to happen. And then see. Om Shanti.